Well, hello, this is Bishop Ed Udell, and I'm bringing you another episode of World Missions from Union Gospel Press, and this one is written by Philip J. Lesko. Let's begin our reading. Missionaries often go to parts of the world where people grow their own food. They have to toil in the fields, tilling, planting, weeding, and harvesting food of one kind or another. Some places grow peanuts, other places grow manioc. If the people do not tend their fields, they go hungry. The illustration of the vine is more understandable to these people than it is to some of us whose only experiences with plants is to mow grass. To them, the branch analogy is apt, right on target. As they care for their gardens, they think of Christ and their relationship to Him. It is a personal relationship with no middleman. The missionary evangelist may preach salvation, but he does not come between Jesus and the new Christian. The missionary is not a priest to whom the convert has to come for contact with God. The new believer has direct access to God, just as a missionary does, and just as the branch is connected directly to the vine. Some tribes, deep in the jungle, are hunters and gatherers, but even they understand that the various plants on which they depend bear fruit at certain times. They go to these trees, bushes, or vines and seek the fruit in season. If they find it, they are happy. If not, they are not pleased. God is like that. He seeks fruit from us. We in the West live in a highly technical society, but people throughout much of the world have much closer contact with nature. They live closer to the ground, or perhaps right on it. Their food comes from hands on labor. They are surrounded by the fruits of their toil. Dried gourds and peppers hang here and there. Jars of corn or flour sit on counters or shelves. The hoe and shovel are close at hand. In some places, the houses are on stilts, and pigs roam right below the floor slats. Goats and sheep are corralled within sight and hearing. The smells of animals, plants, people, and cooking go in and out as the breeze shifts. For such people, the figure of a plant growing is more meaningful than Jesus talking to us. He talked about the true vine. They got that. Jesus used to draw attention to his words because people live on words. They are more than animals. They seek meaning in life. And Jesus offers this, the ultimate meaning. It is fascinating to see pictures of people living right on the ground and blending in with their surroundings. They seem to be so very different from those of us in the West. We live in a sterile environment. Our feet hardly ever touch the dirt as we run around from air conditioned car to air conditioned and carpeted homes. We seem so different. Yet, as we observe the missionaries' presentation, their hearers read the Bible, sing, and give evidence of being people just like us. They are part of the same vine as we are. There is so very little that is different except the surroundings. They have eternal souls as we do. They have feelings and can understand philosophical discussions. They are capable of learning and going to college to become doctors and professors. They are one with us in the human race. They have the same needs. They can be saved by grace through faith just as we can, which is why the missionary goes to them. They are people for whom Christ died. There is only one vine. All Christians are branches in it. Perhaps it will be, or has been, your privilege to meet a Christian from one of these far off places who was saved out of physical and spiritual darkness. You will find that he or she is a precious brother or sister. Well, that's the missionary thought for this week. We'll come back again in a few more days and we'll share something else with you. Until then, consider to pray for the missionaries going to other parts of the world. Pray for their safety, pray for their support, and give to the mission groups that your church supports.